Committee on Parole is going to be conducting hearings here at headquarters in Baton Rouge. Today's date is Thursday, the 27th. I'm going to be serving as chair for this panel. To my right is Mr. Pete Freeman. Remotely, we have Ms. Cheryl Renanza. We're seeing an inmate at the Baton Rouge Parish Prison. Would you introduce yourselves here at headquarters for the record? Yes, Parole. And we have some people there at the facility. Would you please introduce yourselves?
You're on mute.
Lieutenant Murphy.
Okay, Lieutenant Murphy, I'll be asking you a question here shortly, okay?
Okay.
Sir, would you state your name and your DOC number for the record, first of all?
Michael Waddell Stewart, 119852.
Okay, Mr. Stewart, do you have in front of you a parole revocation questionnaire?
Yes, ma'am.
And you recognize your signature on that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so today you have appointed counsel Scott Cullion, and he is here at headquarters and will be assisting you in this hearing. I'd like, first of all, to also introduce your sister, Ternice Stewart, is here, and she would like to speak, and we will give her an opportunity to do that. But before that, Mr. Leonard, I'd like to ask you, Sergeant, what has his conduct been while he's been there incarcerated?
Oh, you're asking me?
Yes, sir.
Ma'am, I can't honestly answer that because this is the first time I've ever had any interaction with him.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're going to go ahead then and allow your sister at this time to make a statement on your behalf. Ma'am, if you'll just go to the podium, address your comments to the panel.
To the panel?
To us.
I've never did this before.
That's okay. You'll be fine. Just tell us why you think that he should be released at this time.
Michael Stewart is my brother, and he's not a bad person. He lost a lot of people in his family by being incarcerated. Michael come home and did 38 years in prison. And he come home and I was all he had. And I tried my best to help him. And he had a job, I gave him jobs, and he was seeing psychiatry, and he was doing a whole lot of stuff. He was doing really, really good. And I was very proud of him. He worked for the city of Baton Rouge. He worked for Tony's. He was going to all his doctor's appointments, and I helped him get his own place. And I thought that he was fine with the girlfriend that he had, but I didn't see no signs, so I didn't know what was going on with that. But I believe he learned his lesson because he was in a ministry in church. My husband is an active pastor, and we tried to work with him, and we will continue to work with him. And I will mind keep a close eye on my brother, and I just feel like he did his time, and he give him another chance for him to come home so that I can better keep an eye on him and put him back in mental health or whatever he may need to better himself or whatever. And I'm just here for him. I'm just here for him, and I'm just hoping that he come home and this time he looks like he's full of medicine or whatever. But this time I'll keep him close. Thank y'all for having me here. And thank y'all for your good talk. I love you.
Thank you. Mr. Stewart, I'm going to handle your case with your violations now that we've had someone speak on your support. Mr. Stewart, you were accused of violating the conditions of your parole in that you were involved in criminal activity, and it was evident by your arrest at Baton Rouge Police Department on 6/22 of 2024. You were arrested and booked to the Baton Rouge Parish Prison with the charges of domestic abuse battery with strangulation, 11/17/2024, and you pled guilty to the amended charges of domestic abuse battery. How do you plead in this case? Guilty, not guilty, or guilty with a statement?
I pleaded not guilty to my lawyer, to my attorney, but my parole attorney. I pleaded not guilty to my parole attorney, but
No,
Okay, so Mr. Collier is going to help you with this. Mr.
Sir,
Collier.
again, just for the record, my name's Scott Collier, appointed Taylor to our probation on parole officer. I met Mr. Stewart. We talked about passing the case. He's acknowledged that
I like to be home with my family, to go home to my family.
and talked about what happened with your girlfriend. Acknowledged that you put your hands on her and you pled guilty to that. I believe that you lied, correct?
Talk now?
Yeah.
Like I said, I would like to go home and be with my family. You know, I served the time for what I'm in here for.
I don't know if that's. Just want to let you know my appreciation, Mr. Stewart, and I's conversation about this. I want to move forward on something else.
Okay.
I think that acknowledgement is what Mr. Stewart.
Mr. Stewart also alleged that violation number 10, in that you have not paid your fees and you are in arrears $1,008. How do you plead on that?
I don't know nothing about I paid the last time I went, I paid my fees. Last time I went to my parole officer, I paid my fees.
You owe $1,008. You want to plead not guilty or guilty?
Now I'm gonna plead not guilty because the last time I went, I paid my fees then.
Okay. All right. Mr. Stewart, since you have been in this time, have you had any problems in the facility? Have you had any write-ups or any disciplinary problems?
No, I had a minor infraction, then I had a severe incident where I was crowded. I was crowded by 4 individuals. And they gave me stitches in my mouth. My nose bleed real bad. And I had to get for my brain head, I had head tumors and all that there. But 4 individuals, they crowded.
Okay. So tell, what kind of medication are you currently receiving for your mental health condition?
Oh, I'm not right now. I'm not on no kind of medication. They had stopped.
Wow.
So you're not on any kind of mental health evaluation. You've been evaluated, but you're not on medication right now.
No, not.
Okay.
Wow. The system is failing him.
So do you understand that that your violation of your conditions of parole would mean that you are returned to custody, and you understand how long you're going back? You understand what's going on today?
Yeah, I understand that I'm here for my plea agreement, and before the board, that the board was sending me back. That's what I was saying, that I don't deserve to be back in jail because I served my time. And I believe they calculated my time wrong, the length of time that I was in. They calculated it wrong. I had arguments that we go before a judge. I never been back to court on all my legal work and everything. They they couldn't be work and all that.
So you pled guilty. You pled guilty to domestic abuse battery.
Yeah, and I done served my time for it. That's what I was saying. The only thing I would like to be home with my family.
Well, that's a violation of your condition of parole. I'm going to ask if my colleagues have questions.
No, sir, I haven't.
Yeah, I do. Mr. Stewart, whenever this incident happened with your girlfriend, well, let me rephrase that. Before you came back to jail there, where you're at now, when you were out on the street, were you taking any medication?
Yes, I was.
And so since you've been in jail, you haven't had that medication.
No, I haven't.
Wow.
And so do you remember what happened with your girlfriend?
Yeah, I have a memory, but then I clearly remember. I have a memory of me telling her not to be disrespectful and not be rude in my apartment, screaming and yelling.
Right. Have you had any contact with her since then?
No, I haven't.
So she's no longer your girlfriend.
No, she's not.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Ms. Ledoux. I have no other questions.
Mr. Stewart, based on your guilty plea of domestic abuse battery, my vote today is going to be to revoke your parole. Mr. Freeman,
I concur.
Ms. Renatza,
I concur.
Sure, Stewart, I'm going to make note of my record that you need to, I know you've had 2 evaluations for mental health, and in one of them it says that you were prescribed Seroquel for that, but I'm going to go ahead and request that you be sent to mental health evaluation at Hunt so you can have better medication. Okay?
Well, how much time do I have to back up? I already did my time.
Don't do time, sir. Thank you very much.
See that, youngsters? See that? These more cases here, youngsters. That's about to take place. But I just wanted to share that with y'all. Give y'all a better understanding of what's going on behind them walls, what you got to go through to get the fuck out. Got to jump through hoops. Know what I mean? And you can be denied. You know what I mean? And then it'll put you in a situation that you'll be upset, emotional, and then go get another write-up and write up at the write-up, and you like,
That's all it is right there.
Huh?
That was it there.
Yep, they done with you. Grab your paper.
see that? Slave. Straight slave. Youngsters, peace.